so that you can receive the promises after you do God's will. So everything was just really coming together for me. If you want to go to the next slide, I just threw some pictures on there because I kind of was in a hurry. But this is what I need to go back to. I need to make a full circle here. I was completely ignorant 4 years ago, and I know now that the wise members of our church, and it's, you guys, God's children, all of you, that really make me see that we are all the same, and that we're all brothers and sisters and God's children, and we all need His grace and we need His love. And I remember I went home one night after an Emmaus gathering, and I was crying, probably as usual. And Brian and Ava Lee, they looked at me, and I was like, "It's a happy cry, I promise." And I just told them how much I loved this church, and how much I loved Dan and Dolores and Joanne, Maxine, Laura, Ollie, Mr. Hardy, Dwight, Mary, all of your names if they're not on there. And I told them, I don't want to imagine a day without them, because they are my friends and they mean so much to me. They love my children, and children love them, and they truly care about all of us. This congregation truly cares about each other, I believe. And I love this church so much, I would love to pull up an RV, in the parking lot, and then just riding my bike around town and just telling people about the church and Jesus. And is Bob here? Bob? No. He was one. He was someone I told about tonight, hoping he would ride his bike here, but that's okay. I met him last Wednesday. Something else that's very interesting is that this church, in my opinion, it needed David Payne. I love Ryan and Kim, and I keep up with them to this day. We just texted last week. They will always be, my dear friends. And anyone that knows me knows that I threw the biggest pity party when they left. And I was not excited about David. And I've already told him this, so he knows. I don't want y'all to think I'm talking behind his back while he's literally lying on his back. I'm not doing that. But I didn't even give him a chance. I didn't even come all summer. And I even got the Tina Box phone call. "We miss you, Monica. We want you to come back to church." I was mad. I did not write the letter that he talks about. But David didn't wear a robe. He didn't have on socks. He did not stand behind the pulpit. And I told him this on Sunday. I said, I thought you were going to ruin Ella's confirmation year. But it absolutely amazes me that, as much as I needed this church and my Emmaus walk, and I also needed David. And he's completely changed the way that how I look at the Bible, how I read the Bible, and how we are called to be His hands and feet of Christ. And I know it is not about us. He always says that. It's not about you. Who cares about you? Whatever. It isn't. It's not about us. And I told him, I really like you, and I really don't care if you wear socks. So I'm over it. So if you're still really just worried about the whole socks thing, just kidding. You just let it go, okay? It's fine. Because we know God doesn't care, right? Yeah. God doesn't care. All right, so you're going to go to the next one. So this is Pastor David and Ella, Confirmation Sunday. I can't imagine it going any other way. It was the most magical day. Everyone that was there loved on the confirmands. I felt the love in the room. And it just, it's just for my daughter Ella, it's just changed so many things. It's amazing to me. So If you can hear me, David, I love you. Okay, and then the last one, I'm just going to say, I'm going to let you know what my plan is. You know, luckily we had savings that helped us live, and you know, that's what they're for. So, for emergencies, I used them. It's probably gone. It is, but and so Brian sometimes looks at me like, "You gonna do something and get a job?" And so I don't know. I keep praying about it. I can go back and do any kind of online tutoring, anything. I don't know. I just keep praying about it. If you guys want to help pray, like, because I love homeschool too. You know, and so I don't know, but I'm open. I'm going to be obedient. I'm going to do whatever he wants me to do. But these are my plans as of today. I've already talked to Dan. Hi, Dan. I didn't really talk to you, but I would have if you were the one to go to about this. Sorry. I usually say Dana and Dawn. Do y'all do that? Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. So I went to talk to Donna and David and about seminary, and so I think there's a summit that I will be going to, so I could be like a certified candidate. Mine's going to be online because I'm going to stay here and be a mom, and there is actually ones now that are completely online, like Fuller University. I really want to start in the fall, and I had told David, I was like, I don't want to get ordained. He's like, well, never say never. You never know what God's going to do for you. So I don't know. So that's all I know. I'm just trying to listen, and I'm trying to share Jesus, and I'm trying to be obedient. So this is my puzzle. Oh, next. Thank you. This is my puzzle. It's not complete, and only God has the remaining pieces. So,
Okay, let's say thanks to Monica one more time. You know what? It's always inspiring to me to hear somebody who totally puts their trust in God, who's willing to step off the cliff in faith, trusting that God will catch them. And that's what Monica is doing. So we appreciate you sharing tonight. Next week, our speaker